Alright, guys. Remember when we got that job from Sleep? Well, a few things have happened over the past couple of days. Well, firstly, while I was out resource gathering, we picked up a couple new friends. Little guy and small pal. I think the shop could use a little bit more friendlier faces considering the line of work. Make us just slightly more appealing to hire. And secondly, we got a lead on Kay. Sylph was attacked yesterday. Jackdaw took them and hid. I told them to get to my office as soon as it was safe to do so. Told me everything that was happening. There's some kind of cave that I'm going to be checking out. Sylph said that they were on their way to Jurassic Park when they saw this hole. And that's what we're going to be checking out today. We're going to check out that hole, and then we're going to head towards Jurassic Park because I heard an explosion over that direction. When I went to pick up Sylph and Jackdaw, there was also a couple of new holes over at the lighthouse. We're really doing this. First job since I woke up. It's already time for the intelligence gaining part of the job. You two keep a close eye on the shop while you're watching through my eyes. Let me know if anything comes up. You said it was on the way to Jurassic Park. So perhaps... Wait a second, was that there before? That's a lantern. I didn't expect the hole to be that close. I mean, it's certainly a suspicious-looking hole. I don't know if that's the hole. We're gonna check it out regardless. Okay. Yeah, I think this is certainly worth investigating. What the hell is that? No, but I'm taking it with me. I don't know if it's necessarily safe to touch, but it's a good thing I got gloves now, don't I? It looks like some kind of vault door. There's this weird gunk all over the place. Somebody's been staying here. And before I go check out that way, let's see what's behind door number 2. Or, I guess this would be door number 3. There's not really much here. Water? Just go straight down into the abyss. God damn it, August. I don't need to go back that way for any reason, but this way. This way's where all the juicy stuff seems to be. Tunnels? Some kind of sewer system? Maybe a catacomb of some kind? What's going on here? It just seems to be a straight messy line of stuff that leads out here. You can see the village from here. Doesn't look like there's anything of note down that way. Let's check out that chest real quick. Yeah, and I don't want to make it too obvious I was here. There's only a bunch of trash here. Some of that weird slime. Well, it's a good thing I don't need to pick it up off the ground. There's some in here. I might be in a little over my head. But you know what? It's fine. Not really a lot of useful information gained. But it's definitely something to keep an eye on. That can't be good for anyone. And if Kay was attacking Sylph in there, Kay is a little close for comfort. Gotta keep my eyes peeled.
confiscated everything dangerous, like a month ago, after the whole incident. Might have been Sleep, might have been Stars, might have been Stars acting on behalf of Sleep. You know how it goes.
Sleep doesn't steal things.
Well, someone took my TNT.
Well, if you're asking why I was in your house stealing things, it's because I wanted to steal things from you, and why I didn't care that you are right there to see me do it, mostly because you are of no threat to me. So, I just didn't care.
Rude. I could tell Anathema you hurt my feelings real bad, and then he'd yell at you.
I think we'd discuss it in a civil discussion, and also, you'd be lying, and I'd just say that you were lying, and he'd believe me.
I mean, maybe he likes me more. Listen here, Dougie boy.
Okay, sure.
Aw.
Lie to him.
I'm not lying. I'm fine.
Potato, potato.
Where have you been staying?
Why on earth would I tell you that?
That's a fair point. I'm just putting the pieces together, and that you are a wanted criminal, and the other wanted criminal is living in my lighthouse, and you are certainly not living in my lighthouse, or else I would have found out by now. I'm stupid, but I'm not that stupid.
Oh yeah, you would have noticed the buildup of slime.
Okay, but seriously though, why Anathema?
Why do you want to know this?
I like to know things about people, which is true. And I especially like to know the plans are for the ominous goop man who lurks in the dark and steals my things.
I'm
like
gonna
a
make it look like
fucking
I'm coming from Jurassic Park.
Cartoon villain man is planning to do with my boyfriend. Are you guys like bros?
Anathema and August are dating.
Did you not get that impression when we dunked on you and Gawain?
Oh, they attacked this Gawain person.
Yeah, but
too.
like, Anathema, you're Anathema's bro. But like, is Anathema your bro? Like,
yeah. I mean, like, how, yeah,
when you destroy the world or whatever the fuck you're planning on doing with all that, does he get spoils?
I mean, Anathema is going to get exactly what he wants.
What does Anathema want?
I mean, to be free of parasites. Dude, I mean, I guess hopefully help me destroy the kingdom.
Destroy the kingdom?
I mean, the important thing is that Anathema is free.
There's no such thing as Anathema being free. He shares a soul with someone else.
Why does... Transitive.
Maybe you're not as smart as I gave you credit for.
Listen, you're just gonna dangle him along and then cut him in half.
I don't think they saw me. I'm gonna make it look like I'm doubling
with
down.
the promise of freedom, and it's not even what he wants.
Sure. Listen, you want to know why I picked Anathema?
It's because Moth said no, right? It was your last option.
Because
off in that direction.
I didn't understand Moth. Didn't really understand what was happening until I waited and I watched. Then I realized the person who really mattered. I chose Anathema because I sympathize with him. He understands what it means to be in pain.
Anathema is in
pain.
Do
you feel down on your luck? Kicked down, slimed up, excluded from kingdom walls. Someone to commiserate with? See, you are looking for that human connection. I told you so.
What a fascinating conversation.
Fair enough.
I'm learning
I
a
already
lot
have human
about
connection.
a few people.
Anathema and well, we're pretty tight. But you might be tighter. Is that what you're saying?
I hate that.
You didn't even make me say it.
After all, you do have the best hole on the server.
I hate that. That was not something I needed to overhear.
So what's the goal? Besides, let chaos reign.
Damn it, August.
You kill the kingdom and then what? Everybody's sad forever? What's the plan here exactly?
Well, the plan is obviously, the kingdom is incidental. It needs to be destroyed just so the right people are in the proper state of agony. And then once the kingdom burns, things will be looser, and I will have the space I need for the real fun to begin.
Seems like you got plenty of space here. There are floating islands for miles. So this is a spite mission. You're gonna end up in charge after it? Or just hunt the Havenites one by one through the corn mazes like a...
Why would I care about that? I don't
monster movie.
Listen. I think we need to get down to the core of the issue. You want to know what my goal is? It's very simple. Revenge. I am going to deliver upon that skeletal fuck all the pain he is due. From the centuries he's been alive.
Is he talking about sleep?
Because he withered you. Goal. Right? That's what the note said. Is he the reason you're spacesuit hopping? How long does that thing hold up? Does that thing hold up in the void better than other outfits? Can you survive for longer down there? Do you see anything else?
I don't spend much time down in the void. I'm not a moron.
Everybody spends at least a little time.
Speak for yourself, I haven't been down there.
This is the goal. Okay. You have the real talent for missing the forest for the trees. As long as you keep that in mind, you should be able to keep...
I'm really good at this espionage.
Part of the goal in mind.
So, team fuck sleep?
Yeah, more or less.
I think they might have sought me.
You keep saying things about chaos and
sleep in a trench coat and a bunch of hostages. Of course I don't want that around.
Well then fine. Next question. Do you have the guts to do what it takes?
I'm on an active hunt to make everybody hate me, baby.
Well, judging by your neighbors, it's working. Listen. If you really want to be enemy number one, then I guess I'll have to come up with something for you to do. Alright. Here's where we stand, thing.
Thing?
You are
I don't even get pronouns now. Rude. No titles. No sir, no lord. No...
I'm gonna send
Sorry, continue.
No, you are anathemas. I will allow you to be part of this, since my buddy likes you. That is the entirety of my motivation to include you. If you want to help with the whole sleep in a trench coat thing, then, I don't know, you're allowed down there. Aren't you going to be part of the anchor research or something?
I've already done stuff.
Anchor research.
Why do you think I sound so awful? I ate some of that flesh goop.
I'm gonna send it now.
I'm going to say this as a person who excrudes slime and toxin at all times. That's disgusting.
You've got to explore every possible avenue. It tasted like broken hearts and death and dreams. And then I died and I can still taste it.
Why are you like this?
Seems like Kay is confused about that
At
just
first
as much
I thought
as I
you were
am.
just making a mockery of pain. That you are so egotistical that you thought you were above it all. But no. There's something wrong with you. You're broken.
Oh, thanks for that.
What happened? What happened to you?
Probably the trauma.
Trauma. I don't think we have enough time to get into that, but I'm very interested. Right. Okay. A few things you should know about. Have you met the new people?
I have. Well, I think I've met 3 of them.
3 of them. I've
Busy
only
again.
spotted 3. Okay. Well, the clown is a mixed bag. I don't know about the doctor yet, but she seems to have promise. As for the hunter, if you're going to be around us, then he might be a problem. I'm going to try to deal with him. I'm not a big fan of wolves. But
Very charming. I can make nice.
sure you can. Look.
I hear the doubt in your voice. And let me just tell you, as someone practiced in doubting me, it's completely unfounded, man.
I'm not a
Jack
therapist,
potato.
but it sure sounds like you stop giving me fucking potatoes.
My blood, sweat, and tears baked into that. And again, another thing I make, cast off into the void, just
You know
like
what?
me.
This time I'm going to eat it, and if it tastes bad, I'm going to kill one of your pets. You better fucking pray that this tastes good.
I'm
Hold
a
on.
world-class cook, you motherfucker. Try me.
Hold on, I need to...
Does it taste like abs? Does it taste like abs?
I
The fuck
have
did you-
not tasted
Stop
abs.
moving.
I'm right here.
Well, then you're a coward. You're a coward and a fool.
I mean, August is right about that.
I keep on saying these things. Anyways, just keep your eyes open for once, and maybe we can make this work.
Oh, what's that? You
I
want to be my
mean-
friend?
Here's an answer for you.
Ha! Not even dead, you mother...
I'm keeping the head this time.
Fuck off!
He sure is a talkative one, isn't he?
Hello. Where? Sorry,
Up on the bridge.
You're the one up there! Hello, I'm coming right up. Did you see where he scurried off to, by the way? I think he killed me so he could make his daring escape.
He
It
went
wasn't
off-
very daring, I was just
It
you know,
was
stabbed in a bed.
towards the south.
Okay. Well, that's a direction at least. Dakota, right?
Yep.
How much of that did you catch?
Little more than I think I should have.
Did you get to the part where he was berating me for my personal issues, or did you arrive too late for that?
I think I heard that.
Ah. Well, cheers. Welcome to Haven.
Been
We're
here
all a
for
little
a couple weeks and I'm already knee-deep in wanting to kill people.
So, what's got you bloodthirsty? You gonna kill about it? Oh, do you want to see the lighthouse communism farm? It's nice down here.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I build things.
I'm gonna just go down.
You know what? Fair enough. Oh, I've got some would you like a potato?
All you have to do is say food's involved and I'll accept.
That's like... It must have been a good potato because all my pets are still... Oh, you motherfucker, you didn't kill any of my...
Must have
I don't
been
think
good.
anyone died. So it must have been a good potato, right?
So, I think I've heard a little bit, but, so what's this about being anathemas?
What are you? What are you here for? You said you were working on assassinations, right? Was that it? Was it that? Are you Kay's biggest enemy, summoned from the dead?
Sleep hired me to kill Kay and detain anathema.
Define detain.
Well, he's not a fan of anathema, but because anathema and moth are one and the same, I'm not allowed to hurt anathema.
What
However,
did he tell you about that?
Huh?
What did he tell you about them being one and the same?
basically just that. They're a part of the
That's
same body.
He didn't tell you who came first.
He did not.
Well, all right. Gotten better at not just outright lying to people then.
So, because
detaining anathema is worse than killing him.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna do anything hasty. I'm not gonna be like, I'm gonna leave you alone in a corner. It's more like, alright, well, let me start
if you put anathema in a box and give him to Sleep, Sleep will kill him.
Oh, I'm not gonna give him to Sleep. Sleep may have hired me, but I don't 100% trust him yet. I only saw him just a few days ago.
Oh, good. He's a dick.
That's
you know he's a smart dick.
Yeah, he certainly is a dick. Hasn't paid me yet. Given me the information I was promised. Anyways.
Oh, you're paid in information. I was gonna say, I've got some diamonds. Do you want to switch? I'll pay you to not detain anathema. The K thing's funny though. You can go with that.
Well, here's the deal. I haven't even gotten to describe how I'm detaining anathema.
Right, sorry, continue.
So, from what I've gathered, anathema seems to be doing a lot of this destructive behavior stuff out of seeking attention. Am I wrong in that regard?
He thinks he has been rejected by society and replaced with with someone better than he himself could ever be.
Then that tells me everything I need to know. I'm not going to hand him over to Sleep. I'm going to simply give him all the attention he wants.
I'm giving him attention.
Well, I don't mean in, like, that regard. I don't know what you two got going on, and I don't think I need to know.
You know what? Fair enough.
I more so mean, like, a listening ear, a therapist, in a way.
You know, I was thinking you're going with enemy. Some people are a lot healthy with, that rivalry relationship going on, the murder.
Regardless. We should go inside. It's a little wet out here.
It is raining. Welcome to the lighthouse.
I've seen it from afar, but I haven't seen the inside yet. Very spacious.
Yeah, no, feel free to go wherever. I guess haven't introduced myself one-on-one. I'm August. Welcome to the world.
Nice to meet you,
Happy
August.
awakening.
Thanks. I've been up for I think 3 weeks now. I also happen to overhear that anathema lives here, so I will keep that quiet in exchange for you keeping quiet that Sleep hired me to do my job.
Okay. What information did Sleep promise you?
Just information on Digger Crozal, like habits, activities, danger stuff, that kind of deal.
You're getting paid and information about the person you've been told to kill?
Not just information, he's going to give me money too.
What do you think of the kingdom?
I'm not 100% sure how I feel about a kingdom of monsters. Everyone's been nice to me thus far, but there's still a few I haven't met yet, a few I've got my eye on. But in general, I can get behind a sense of community.
What is a monster, then?
Well, a monster, in my eyes, is somebody who does bad things for all the wrong reasons. Just to be a dick. Going out, taking candy from babies, killing people, causing public destruction for no rhyme or reason.
I think the only person on the server that fits that description is Kay.
Yeah. Well, I also haven't met everybody yet, and I don't know everyone's intentions.
That's fair.
What are yours?
Intentions?
Hmm?
Oh, Oh, right, you probably want the whole... I want to know things. I'm a researcher. I don't want to go back, but I want to know how we got here, and how theoretically we could go other places.
You know...
I'm studying the void.
Oh, you're studying the void.
Yeah, studying the void, studying the anchors. Sleep lets me in the vault.
Oh. Fascinating.
It was a peace offering, I think.
Yeah.
Have you been?
To the vault? Yeah.
So you know how dangerous it is then?
Roughly. I know it's a long trek, and I know that I don't want to leave mine out there.
There. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before that leverage gets pulled.
Leverage?
And that's why it's dangerous. We have a box holding people's souls.
Uh-huh.
Once someone causes enough trouble and crosses that line, ooh, conform to my society's standard or else I'm breaking your anchor. Is that not... sorry, I thought that... Were we not on the same page of this?
No, but now that you describe it, that does line up with another story I've heard.
Ooh, I could probably corroborate.
The Navin case?
The Navin case. People keep telling me different things about that.
What have you been told?
Well, I've been told by, presumably, one of the perpetrators that it's all bullshit and they never went after Navin. And then, not 10 minutes later, told by same perpetrator that a Navin was killed because it was nothing more than an animal.
Uh-huh.
You know, putting up a face in front of friends.
Yeah.
What have you heard?
Well, I've heard that, all I've really heard about it is that it happened to die during the event that I think Stars described as the Convergence.
Yeah, this... Navin left. Navin died. Navin was killed right after it hurt a lot of people. It's convenient.
The Butterflies village over there, right?
I mean, yeah, that was the original. No, it wasn't about butterflies at that point.
Okay.
It was about saying things.
I see.
You know, it's the information should be public, free flowing.
I suppose you're right in that regard. Zeke is also right in the regard to loosening my definitions of monster.
Yeah, you loosen your definition of monster a bit. Oh, then a whole bunch of us would probably fall on there.
Well, I mean, there's the typical definition of monster, which is stuff like werewolves, vampires, eldritch abominations.
Have you ever been told you're a monster?
As far as I can remember, I've never been called a monster, but more looked at like a hero.
Have.
You have.
Yeah.
What do you expect?
It feels good when it's earned.
You're a bit of a nut job, aren't you?
People tend to tell me that.
Step. What?
Oh. I believe that is a job offering? Or payment?
That's a lot of money.
I didn't even read the book. Show of Trust.
Well, that certainly is a show of trust. Zeke says I should ask more about what's up with Moth and Anathema. They can see and hear through me.
Convince Convince me.
What's this who came first information? Which one of them came first?
You know, hey Coda, you've got something that not a lot of people here have. I can already tell.
You're dodging my question.
Nope, I'm leading. I'm waiting for it. This is the lead up, King.
Okay. What is it?
Morals.
Okay.
And so I know that if I tell you the truth, it'll be convenient for me. Because this is one of those cases where the thing that I want aligns with what most people would think is good.
I see. I think I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Exactly. So, no, I'm telling the truth when I say Anathema and Moth share a soul. It wasn't meant to happen that way. It was taken, more of, infused with.
Mm-hmm.
Anathema came first, and Moth attached and drove him into his own head. And Moth was the first one on Haven, but not the body's original owner.
So...
And they're a sweetheart. Made some friends. But I talked to him. I talked to them. I talked to it. And when I found out, I wanted to know whether it was happy being a monster. If they wanted to embrace it or do something about it. Because they seemed stuck in some weird guilt-ridden in-between, yeah?
Sounds about right from the information I heard.
Eventually, they wanted to make things right. We were working on it. We conducted a seance. We had Gwen help. I spoke to Anathema for the first time. He almost killed me. It was great.
That doesn't surprise me. Another thing I've heard about you is that you tend to die a lot.
I do. Listen, armor is precious. It should be only worn when you're expecting battle and you need to kill someone else. Why would I bother just wearing it around?
I suppose you've got a good point, and an indirect call-out.
At Tinker Crowswool, you little bitch! Right. And so, the idea that Moth wanted to take me up on was the idea of a timeshare. Now, Moth hadn't... When Moth and Anathema fused, Moth didn't know what was happening. It wasn't an intentional decision on their part.
Mm-hmm.
And so they eventually decided that instead of dwelling in this guilt, this label of monster, instead of dwelling in it or embracing it, they wanted to change it. So we were working on a timeshare plan. They're connected now, Anathema and Moth. People keep wanting to separate them, pull them apart, but they have one anchor. They have one soul. That's impossible. They're each a part of the other. They don't understand. There are people here who are on Team Moth, and they're like, oh, we love Moth. We want Moth to come back. And they disregard what Moth itself said on the matter. Sleep especially. Apparently, when Moth was weighing their options, they talked to Sleep, and Sleep said that if it ever let Anathema out, Sleep would hunt it to death. Well, Anathema to death, over and over and over again until he died for real.
I see.
And then there are some people who are on Team Anathema. At the moment, that's the Digger, who's like, oh, you had the body first. Like, you deserve this. Maybe with the right bindings on, we can make your soul your own. But the thing that neither of those teams understand is that they are the same person. They have the same soul. They share a body. Any attempt at separation will only lead to the guilt that Moth felt. And it's unpure anyway, because Anathema was there in the background. He feels that guilt too. I've almost gotten him to admit it.
Something about that situation that Anathema and Moth are in feels Vaguely familiar.
Did you have things like that when you were from?
Maybe. The only thing I can really remember from home is that there's a hell and I've been there.
What was hell like?
It really depended on the circle. Some places were hot, some places were muggy, other places were frozen over.
Does Haven remind you of any hell?
Not necessarily more of hell, but I can see how some people would deem this a level of hell.
Yeah, before we found the anchors. That's the thing I was worrying about. If you can die forever and ever and ever and ever, how do you leave?
Exactly. And that does bring up a very good point as well. You said earlier that you were researching theoretically how we got here.
Yes.
Has anyone ever told you that they knew how they got here?
I mean, yes. Yeah, kind of. Lux is convinced he entered from a portal.
Oh, Lux is that prince guy, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But mostly it's just, I woke up and I was here. I woke up and I was here. I woke up and I was here.
I mean, I woke up and I was here.
Yeah. There's the memories leading up to it. There's before Haven is varying degrees of fuzzy from a lot of people. It seems like running theory is that the void takes things, has taken things from us, and part of the reason why we stay.
Fascinating.
Have you been down there yet?
In the void?
Yeah?
No.
Why not? Aren't you curious?
Well, one of the other things that I remember from home is that death was permanent. Once you were dead, you were gone. And sure, I've seen plenty of people die and respawn. I mean, I watched you do it several times. But what if it's not the same case for me? What if I jump down there and I don't make it back, or these two disappear? Because they were here with me.
You haven't died yet?
Not yet.
Oh. Well, it's gonna happen eventually. And if you ever want to test it, it's always good to know where you stand. Instead of worrying. The unknown's the worst part.
You're not wrong in that regard. I'll make you a deal.
Yeah.
If I start to get to a level of comfort with you where I'm just like, I can trust you completely without an unreasonable shadow of a doubt, I'll jump in.
I don't think anybody has ever felt that way about me, but continue.
I'll jump in.
Yeah, it's my bonding exercise with new people. At first it was a way of collecting stories about the void, but now that we have a decent idea of the things it does to people, I mean, more sample, a larger sample space is always good.
You're right in that regard.
But yeah, no, Haven initiation. Let the abyss claim you.
Maybe some other time.
Fair enough. Well, you know where to find me.
Yeah. You're literally right in that direction. You were basically neighbors.
So you're team timeshare, yeah?
Yeah, I think it's safe I could say team timeshare. I haven't met either of them yet, but I've heard mixed stories about both of them. Mostly good in regards to Moth, mostly bad in regards to Anathema, but
Anathema's a sweetheart.
You've certainly opened up my eyes a little bit, as has that conversation I overheard with Kay.
He's living in a place where the people are biased against him. We're biased against him from the very moment he woke up.
Meh. I don't exactly have
It's understandable. Make them hate you for your own actions as opposed to hate you for who you aren't.
I suppose you're right. Does that mean people are going to hate me for killing monsters and taking care of problems?
I mean, everybody hates someone.
Yeah, I can certainly tell that K guy hates wolves.
Yeah, you've already got a fan.
Yeah.
Trapping anathema and trapping moth are both very bad ideas. That's how they get hurt, and that's how someone pulls them apart. And it's not going to be two functional people when that happens. It's going to be blood and guts, and something we're going to have to try to sew back together.
And that's certainly something I don't think anyone wants.
Maybe the doctor, who knows.
You have my guarantee that no harm will come to them. Either of them.
Thank you.
At least not from me.
What was the payment for?
The payment was mostly in regards to, killing Kay.
Did he say anything?
I'm reading right now. Harbinger of pain, revenge, fallout. He's radioactive. Ready to burn it all down. Huh. Oh, this is interesting.
Do I get to hear the backstory? I've been so good.
Responsible for the death of Navin, which I now already know is not true. Assaulting Sylph, I know that's true. And I just witnessed him assault you. But assaulting Angel, a vampire, that's pretty ballsy.
I mean, he has lots of rage and lots of targets.
And responsible for imprisoning Moth within the mind of Anathema, that is. Rotten flesh and... So he's been in that cave.
Cave?
Yeah. Okay, before I explain the cave, immunity to poisons, withering and radiation, has netherite armor. That might be an issue. And weaponry, and other powers are unknown.
What's the point of killing him? He'll just be back.
Well, I'm not sure. I think at this point it's mostly just to keep him away from this little community.
With someone like Kay, repeated death just fuel their rage.
I'll figure it out. What's your thoughts on the guy?
On what he's like.
Yeah, give or take.
He is a bit of a bastard. He doesn't know what a friend is. And he wants to do unto the world what he deems the world has done unto him.
All things that you definitely told me would be defined as a monster. So this cave, now that we've got that out of the way. I was heading my way to Jurassic Park because I heard explosions over there the other day. When I was
blowing up my property value.
Yeah, I noticed that when I went over there to rescue Sylph and Jackdaw.
Were they done there too?
Yes.
Jackdaw. So Anathema's not going to be happy about that one.
So from the bridge, you can see a hole over there with a lantern in it.
Oh, yes.
That's the cave. Apparently, Sylph was attacked over there. I don't know why, but Soleil's head is mounted in there.
I mean, Soleil tends to mount her own head on things.
Yeah, the clown is certainly an interesting one. This is the cave. Then I found all this gunk.
Boing, boing, boing. It's radioactive, probably.
Oh, that's lovely. It's a good thing I haven't touched any of it yet. Well, besides the sample I took in my hands, but I'm wearing gloves, I'm fine.
I might not even do anything. You get irradiated a little bit. You can just pop back good as new.
Yeah. I'm
Or well, supposedly anyway.
I'm more concerned about these vault doors and what that means. There's also... It connects to some kind of tunnel system that I can only assume are either sewers or some kind of catacombs.
Wait, hang on. Catacombs? Where, hang... Is this a tunnel I dug? Oh, I'm gonna be so mad if this is a tunnel I dug.
How would we be able to tell?
Yeah, I think this is a tunnel I dug.
They're asking who is Jackdaw to Anathema.
And they're friends, I think.
I suppose that checks. Jackdaw's certainly a friendly face.
Yeah, poor Jackdaw had to stand awkwardly in the corner while I told Anathema my tragic backstory.
I see. Tragic backstory, huh?
You know, we've all got one.
I can't say.
See, yeah, that is the tragedy. You don't know. It was nice meeting you. For real this time.
Yeah, for real. If you get any other useful information that you feel like sharing, you know where I live.
Cool. Yeah, it's good to have someone who's... No offense. No offense. So it's good to have someone who's more conventional in how they look at the world.
I don't know how I could find that offensive.
Oh, well, good.
But yeah, I'd certainly try. As far as I can tell, I'm here to help people, so if help is needed, help is there. Stay safe out there.
You too. And well, I am going to go to bed because I ate some flesh goop and I can still taste it.
Why would you do that?
We have to know. We have to check all avenues. We gotta make sure. It's for scientific discovery, Coda.
You know what, I'll take that. Just don't ask me to eat it. I know I like food, but I am not that desperate.
Don't worry, I only put my own body on the line.
That's certainly one way to put it.
Good night.
Good night. Hang on, there's a spider over there bothering me. What's this about being anathemas?
Oh. Take some more jacks.
I was trying to be subtle, but thanks, asshole.
Look! You disguised yourself as something I could kill. I saw a spider, I was like, death. All I saw was... Anyways.
Wait, what? I didn't see a spider. I just saw Kay.